Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie and today's case is one that's very close to home for me and most dear to my heart at this time. I've been wanting to do this case for a long time and I thought, right, now is the best time to do this case. I want to bring a lot of awareness as possible to this case. I want to try and get justice for this person also. So this is the missing person of Kyle Vaughan. He is from Newbridge, which is literally not far from me at all. Literally about half hour away from me, maybe not even that. But anyway, I just want to say a few things, some disclaimers, that I do not tolerate anyone saying any bad things on this video or saying anything bad about anyone in this case. If anyone does, then they'll have to be reported and they will not be on this channel again. I want to bring a lot of awareness to this case. This is very dear, as I said. And so I'm going to try and get a lot of things across. I want to try and bring a lot of people to come and connect and help try and get justice for Kyle. So Kyle Vaughan then, he was a very loving, happy type of young guy. So he was living in Newbridge at the time. He's 5'8", slim build. He's also has some short dark hair and he also has brown eyes. He wears a gold neck chain with a cross and has a very distinctive tattoo of a pair of flaming dice on his inner left forearm. He has a silver Peugeot 306 and the police have been investigating in a murder of missing Kyle Vaughan. When I say they've been looking and investigating in his murder, because he haven't been seen for such a long time, everyone is all thinking and assuming obviously that he is deceased. His body hasn't been recovered yet. He is still missing to this present time. So this is why I want to try and focus very deeply on this case. So they had arrested another man in connection of a suspected murder of Kyle. So there is two people that have been arrested on the murder of Kyle. So Kyle was 24 when he went missing. He was last seen at his home in Newbridge near Caerphilly on the 30th of December 2012 and is now very feared to be dead. His parents, Alan Vaughan and Mary Lucas, spoke of the ongoing nightmare. So as a major search for their son, it still continues today. They both believe information is vital to the police murder hunt and it is being held back by people that's fearful for their own safety. There was the arrest of a 27-year-old man on the suspicion of murder. Two other men aged 21 and 15 at the time were later arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender, and all three were all later released on police bail. And what he was is pending further inquiries. A 62-year-old Newbridge man at the time was also arrested at the time on suspicion of perverting the cause of justice and was later released on bail. There is a lot of concerns for Kyle's welfare as he suffers from diabetes and requires regular insulin injections. His nickname to everyone was also known, and to his friends and to his family, as Jabbers. His family described him as a larger-than-life, a fun-loving young man. Kyle's silver Peugeot 306 was in a collision on the night of his disappearance. For Kyle to go missing is totally out of character. He would always be in contact with his mother every day. There is a lot of volunteers that use their time to help search for Kyle in Newbridge and the surrounding areas. So on the night that he disappeared at approximately 23:45, which is 11:45 GMT time, officers found Kyle's car which was involved in a collision. And where this is based in South Wales in United Kingdom. This is where we are right now, where I am. So if anyone has any information, like if they've seen sightings, if they know any little tips or anything like that, then they are to contact Gwent Police either on 101 or 01633 838 111, or at Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Okay, so Kyle's car was found on the A467 between Risca and Cross Keys. The police had carried out searches, including using dogs. There is a 5,000 from Crime Stoppers as a reward for information related to the case, which is on June the 25th. There was a lot of appeals that had an emotional plea for Kyle to be returned before his mum had died from terminal cancer, which she was diagnosed with in December 2013. But it was not to be, and she passed away on January the 1st, 2018, without ever knowing what happened to his son Kyle. In October 2016, Mr. Kyle Vaughan was pronounced legally dead despite no body had been found. There was 8 arrests in total, but none was charged. So to this day, there has been no new leads to Kyle's mysterious disappearance. More than 40 areas had been searched, 200 people interviewed, and 900 statements taken by the police. By the time 3 years had passed by when Kyle disappeared, detectives had already gone through more than 10,000 lines of telecommunication data, in excess of 200 hours of CCTV footage, and around 2,000 separate pieces of information and property. So this is where I decided, like, because it's very close to home, it is really close to my heart, I thought, because I'm a medium, I'm a tarot reader, I'm in tune with everything, I want to get down to doing this case. I want to get justice for this young man and for his family. You know, his mum passed away in 2018, I think I said. And this poor young woman, still don't know, obviously, because she's gone to heaven, never knew what happened to his son, if he was alive, if he was dead, or anything like that. And she's gone to heaven without knowing. And this is so unfortunate. This is so sad. This is depressing. And we just want to try and get some justice for him and his family. And by bringing out this awareness, I really, really hope Kyle gets found really soon. No matter how long it takes, there's fingers crossed that they do find Kyle. And this is very dear to me. So what I had done is I went into a meditative state, and I decided to ask some questions with my tarot cards to get into tune, to get into the energy of the case. And when I was doing that, I just started going into this type of vision, this like mind state where I could see, like, it was a very dark night, and it was like if it had been raining, or it was just about to rain. And what I could see then was a big massive like plaque, and it had a area name on there, and I never heard about it before, even though it's not far from me. I never heard of this name, and it just come to me, and I visualized it, and I seen like a roundabout as well, and then I seen this this place name, and on there it said in big bold capital letters, it said Crossy Killiog. And when I heard that, I thought that's very Welsh. And then what it was, I asked a member of a family, I asked them, have you ever heard of that? And they said, yeah, it's literally only down the road. And I thought, this is crazy, because in my past, I've done a lot of tarot reading and things like that, and I've had a lot of, how can I say, very profound and very accurate things that have come to me in visions and things, and people be like, wow, that's amazing. And this is what I want to do. I want to do this for all different cases. For every type of case I do, I want to try and get that bond. And what I did, this is what come up for me. I seen a dark night, and it was just either it was just about to rain, or it's been raining, because it's like that cloudy, greyish type of skies, and it was pretty dark at night. And I could see a roundabout, and then I seen like this big massive plaque, and it said Cross y Ceiliog on it. So what I'm feeling is, I feel deep down that is where Kyle is. Either that's where he was, or he been moved, or the people that done it to him either lives in that place, or his body is in that area. And that is what I honestly feel deep down in my heart, that is the area where he is. So that is some very strong sense that I had, and I thought, I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong about this. I can't be wrong about this. If I had this flash image and I seen it like a psychic vision, and I thought that was amazing. You know, I was shocked, and I was like, I gotta say something. I gotta get this on YouTube. I gotta get this out to his family so they can start searching that area. Maybe it haven't been searched in that particular type of area. So yeah, I was really shocked. I was like ecstatic. I thought, yeah, it gotta be. It was like a strong sense of like, that is it. That is the place. So this is where I started getting the tarot cards in then. And I asked the first question, what happened to Kyle Vaughan? And the first card that came out then was the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is, there was a car-related incident and there was some movement that was involved. There was someone who was hiding behind a mask and the need to control emotions. Someone was very determined and strong that was involved. There's also a black car that was involved in the incident, which came really close and personal, and it may have been a drunk driver that was involved. Then we had the Page of Wands. So there was a young person who may have been a student that was very fiery, confident and risky, that was involved in some type of delivery, like they had an order to do something. So I would like a delivery. It could be, yeah, it could be delivering food, or it could be delivering drugs. It could be delivering something. Or they was sent to do a specific job. So this is the feeling that I had. It was some type of being ordered to go and do it, and this was a young person. This was a young person that I sense very, very strongly about this case. Okay, the next card then I had that came out was the reverse Knight of Pentacles. And there was a male that was a gym fanatic and body obsessed that had some jealousy towards Kyle. So there was a very, very jealous person that I'm sensing that it was a very strong aura that Kyle have got, and he had. And with that, he's very loving, he's very caring, and he's got like this laughing type of like happy-go-lucky type of energy that I'm sensing about this young guy. And I feel that this person, this one specific person, was jealous because of him, because of the way he was. And this just made things go the way it did on that night. Justice card. So there's someone to take full responsibility, and there is investigations and success, and something is to turn out in someone's favour. 10 of Pentacles. There's to be some property or land of someone's family that Kyle may be where he is, and there's someone who has a family business that is for some type of relevance in this case. Reverse Six of Wands. There was unwelcome news that Kyle was lost, and there was a lot of frustration and a lot of delays. Reverse Ace of Pentacles. There was a lot of corruption and there was a lot of delays. Four of Cups. There was a lot of unawareness where Kyle didn't know where he was or what had happened to him. It all happened so fast, so quick. Reverse Two of Pentacles. There was a lot of overwhelmness and information that I came through. Reversed Emperor. There was an older male that would not take any responsibility, that was highly confident, that was very corrupt, aggressive, never took any responsibility, and says it was never their fault, and they was doing a lot of illegal going-ons. Reversed Nine of Wands. There was someone who was standoffish, very suspicious, wanting their own way and being very awkward, and was looking for trouble that night, and there was a lot of extreme paranoia. I'm sensing this was could be linked to drugs with the paranoia also. Five of Pentacles. There was someone who was struggling to make ends meet and was desperate, that may have been homeless or was involved in damaged goods, may have been involved in repossessions and or debt collecting. Reverse Ace of Swords. There was confusion and poor planning and arguments and insults and injustice. Reversed Hierophant. There was judgmental person or persons that was very rebellious and breaking rules and was very arrogant. Reversed Hanged Man. There was someone who kept putting blame on another person, that was very obsessed with repeating mistakes. They had been hiding something for a while. Reverse Ace of Cups. There was the involvement of an ex-partner that was unhappy and disappointed and upset to do with a breakup. Five of Cups. There's someone that was very unhappy and unstable and heartbroken, that had remorse, regret and guilt, that was wallowing in self-pity. Reverse Lovers. There was an unrequited lover that got dumped, that was very possessive and controlling and jealous. Temperance. There was test in the water and there was peace and tranquility. Ace of Wands. There was some stirrings and action and someone starting over again. This is where the interesting part comes again now. So this is another question I asked, which was, who was involved in Kyle Vaughan's disappearance on the 30th of December 2012? And the one specific important name that came out was Kirsty. So there is a Kirsty that was linked to this disappearance. And when I was doing this, I had a strong sense that it may have been Kyle Vaughan's ex-girlfriend or someone that was controlling, someone that was obsessed by him. So this is a strong relevance that is important in this case. First card that came up then for this question was the Reversed Empress. So there was a female that had either been an absent mother or had an abusive mother, that was smothering, very manipulative, needy, jealous, insecure, lazy, unhappy, may have terminated a pregnancy, that may have been a widow, and now that was involved in this scandal. Death card. There was a family secret and a shock. Eight of Cups. There was someone who walked away and moved on, that had personal truths, that left a bad situation behind in the past, that they went travelling and moved on. Like nothing had happened. The Hermit card. There's a lonely, withdrawn person who went soul searching, that was involved with the wrong people and is laying low from the world, that is staying private. Reverse Eight of Wands. There's the interfering third party that was involved, that was bad news, very rude, argumentative, that had unfinished business and struggles, and used the blunt force trauma that was linked to someone's head. So there was blunt force trauma to someone's head. Reverse 7 of Swords. There was a con, a scam, blackmailing, and illegal activities with no conscience. Someone that was very untrustworthy, that cannot face consequences, that might have eventually got caught. Reverse Knight of Swords. So there was a lot of chaos and someone was out of control. There was a manipulator, a coward who got away with something that caused the accident, and someone got lost, and there was a mugger or an attacker who looked for a fight that was very brutal, and there was a coward. Reverse Wheel of Fortune. So there was something that had fizzled out, like a relationship, and there was a lot of struggles and the past coming back to haunt a person or persons. I then asked the question, where is Kyle Vaughan now? 8 of Swords. There is a lot of isolation, hopelessness, imprisoned and bound and tied. And blindfolded. Reverse 2 of Swords. There's a lot of being afraid and hanging on to hurt and pain and being very guarded and being torn apart. Reverse 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of swindling and there was a cover-up and involvements in damaged property. Reverse King of Cups. There's a male that is immature, very unhappy, unkind, addicted, or had some type of addictions. There was an embezzler, a con man that was very untrustworthy, that has some type of involvement in this case. Reverse Sun. There's the accident and something being too good to be true. Reverse 10 of Cups. There's a family breakdown and a rocky patch. There's a quarrel and family secrets, and there could be unfriendly neighbours that's involved. 3 of Swords. There was sadness and trauma and a possible love triangle and arguments. Queen of Swords. There's a female that is a single mother that seeks the truth, that is reserved and private, that is very direct and quirky. 5 of Wands. There's chaos, arguments, battles, a big struggle, and a lot of defensiveness. Strength. There's a lot of courage and Kyle standing up to someone, controlling his emotions and facing things head on. 7 of Cups. There's a hidden identity and a lot of decisions and trying to fit in wherever he is. Reverse 4 of Pentacles. There's a lot of control and risks and sharing something or sharing a place. 3 of Cups. There's a teamwork involved and being surrounded by 2 or more people. Tower card. There's the unexpected sudden happening. There's people that turned against Kyle. There's a crash and there is something being stolen and there is a catastrophic event. The Magician. There was a student that was taking action. There is a male that was very determined, that he had ideas and plans and the sense of control. I asked then, what is the final outcome to be of Kyle Vaughan's case? We had the reverse Queen of Wands. So there's a female that is very controlling, very manipulative, unfriendly and malicious. That is wish-washy and that is involved in this in a way. Knight of Cups. There's to be a male that is coming in with an offer to help support in the case. That may be a ladies' man, a charmer that is friendly and supportive, that may be religious or spiritual, that is going to be acting on the gut feeling. Reverse Knight of Wands. There's a reckless male that is a troublemaker, that can be hot-headed and impulsive and violent, that wants to run away, that is involved. Reverse Page of Swords. There is to be an enemy of Kyle's that's to be caught off guard, that is argumentative, vindictive, hostile, malicious, a manipulator, troublemaker who may have had some type of disability, that caused injuries by a sharp object. Reverse Fool. There's a person who's impulsive, that done inappropriate mistakes, that did a bad decision, that had unfinished business, that was very frustrated and need to get away before they get caught. And then the last card then of the case is the Ten of Swords. Kyla got brutally attacked and stabbed. There was betrayal and an assault. There was attack and violence. This has been one of the hardest cases to do, but yet so close to myself that needed to be done. And I really hope there is going to be an awareness, there is going to be justice. This all come together and try and do something for Kyle. Let's try and get this video out there. Let's get his contact out there, so family and friends, the world can try and see what it is and try and actually find these places that I've said, just in case there is got to be something there within this reading. These cards, this have got to be some type of proof in a way, like it got to be exactly what had happened, because the strong sense I've been getting in this is just, I've been seeing it when I've just been like saying the cards out loud, when I've just talked about it. Literally, it's like just watching a film in my head, actually seeing it all play out. And I'm thinking to myself, this must have happened. This must have happened to Kyle. And we need to get justice for his family. But this is the end of this case. This is the end of the video. I just really hope now we can get Kyle on. Okay then everyone, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for when you do send out this video out to it, you know, the social media accounts and things like that. I really appreciate it. Until I see you in the next cases then, I'll see you then. Bye. Tell me there's a reason. Was there ever